On this classic LeMond Buenos Aires that I just purchased, there's going to be 5 things I'm going to highlight that are unsafe coming from the used market. You want to definitely check these things out to make sure that it is safe to ride. But this particular bad boy is not. Let's check out the 5 things on this bike that are dangerous. If you caught it, yes, the front cable routing is not quite right. This cable needs to be on the inside. This could bind up, mess up your shifting, and that can lead to a crash. No crashing, just stay upright. These pair spoke wheels are really cool from the beginning, but quite honestly, they did not hold up very well. These basically crack by the spoke nipples on the rear wheel. So buyer beware if you see a paired spoke wheel set, they definitely need to be probably replaced. Original owner's like, hey, it doesn't seem to shift quite right in the front. Well, if you notice here on the bottom bracket, it is starting to pull out. In other words, loosening up from the bottom bracket shell, driving the crankset out and the other crank arm over. That's no bueno. Not safe. You need multiple tools to make that right. And while we're here, it's kind of hard to tell, but when you're looking at wear on teeth, especially the middle ring on this guy, it's starting to round down. In other words, and also big valleys. What that's going to do is under pressure, a chain's going to skip, which can cause you an accident. These chain rings are not too expensive you get on eBay and so forth, but something to be aware of. And the last thing you want to inspect, which is number 5 on this, is has a lot of scarring, a lot of chips, scratches, and so forth. You want to inspect all of those to make sure there's nothing that's damaged to make the bike unsafe, like cracked welds, damaged carbon if it's the fork and so forth, those kinds of things. What I really noticed though, it has frayed cables, which is not good. Also, I believe one of these cable housings is cracked. That needs to be replaced as well. So therefore, you want to inspect the frame and fork, which is the majority of the cost of your bike if you need to repair it. Yeah, mostly you don't repair frames, you just toss them. In any case, I hope you got the value out of this. Yeah, that's the top 5 things on this particular bike to watch out for. That actually is an issue. And you'll find other videos in my library to actually address other bike buying experiences for used bikes. Thanks for hanging out with me in the garage. On to the next bike.